Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here. And do you remember a couple months ago when I made a video on the Tuners and Outlaws DLC concept by GTAWiseGuy? That was one of the best created DLC themes I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, there was a lot of awesome features and ideas behind it, but probably the two biggest parts of this update that he created was two vehicles. One of them was a wide body Comet, and the other one was a brand new created vehicle, the Viboxing Revolution. There was a wide body version and there was also a regular version. Those were two of some of the greatest cars I've ever seen. Now, ironically enough, we kind of saw one of those added in import or export with the Comet Retro Custom. But regardless, I said that was one of the best created DLC ideas ever. And if anything like Tuners and Outlaws was added into the game, or those vehicles themselves were added, it would create a pretty awesome update. Now, what we've got today is actually some more vehicles from GTA Tuners and Outlaws. This comes from a user TGIJ, whose link I'll leave in the description, as well as the mods so that you can check them out for yourself. We've got three brand new amazing vehicles that we're going to be looking at today. And if a Tuners and Outlaws DLC was added into the game, I think these vehicles would be pretty incredible to see. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into it and let's get it started. So before we jump into the new cars, I told you that one of the vehicles in Tuners and Outlaws was very similar to the Comet Retro Custom that was added in import or export. And one of the mods that was created by TGIJ is actually really cool. It removes the wide body feature of the Comet Retro Custom. So when you order the Comet Retro Custom in Grand Theft Auto Online, there's no way to eliminate the wide body arches. It's there by default. But what if you wanted the body style of the Retro Comet, but you didn't want the wide body? Well, this mod eliminates that right there. So obviously we don't have this in online, and I wish this is something that Rockstar did. Just allowed us to take the wide body fenders off of this style of vehicle, because that might be a turnoff to some people, and if it is, there might not be a reason for you to purchase this car since there is no way to remove those wide body fenders. So that obviously isn't really anything new, but I did think that was super unique, and in my opinion should have been a feature added to the Comet Retro Custom in import or export. However, let's move on to vehicle number one that we're going to be looking at today, and that is the Pegasi Vaca wide body. So man, is this a menacing looking vehicle or what? Obviously, this isn't a new car. This is the Vaca. We've had this in the game since day one, but look at this vehicle. Does it not make this one of the most menacing looking supercars of all time? I definitely think it does. This is the Pegasi Vaca wide body. Obviously, the biggest difference you're probably going to notice here is the extended fenders, as well as the different spoiler on the back. Let's actually go ahead and take this thing into the LSC, customize it up a little bit, and then I'll meet you guys on the other side. So what's actually great about this mod is we can apply most of the upgrades that are standard on the Vaca to this vehicle. Like we can change the exhaust, we can do the body work. If we want a carbon hood, we could apply that as well. So all of the things that you could do on this car are there. The only thing I wouldn't recommend adding is a spoiler, because that's going to overlap with the giant spoiler wing that's on there already. You could get away with doing the low level one, but two spoilers doesn't necessarily make sense, so we're just going to leave that off. However, what we can do here is actually change up the wheels, although I'm not, because those are some pretty sick custom wheels, and the color. So let's go ahead and work on that right now. So I wanted to do something kind of bright and flashy for this car since we are dealing with a Lamborghini here. So I went with this bright green with kind of a yellow-y orange pearlescent here. And I do think this is definitely going to stand out, and it also kind of matches the stitching on the inside as well, with kind of the orange and the yellow a little bit. Let's go ahead and change up those wheels a little bit. We can get a pretty interesting and unique color. So let's go ahead and hop out and do that right now. So it's a little hard to see just because of how deep those wheels are, but I just went with a simple dark copper right there. But that's pretty much it. This is our vehicle right here, the Pegasi Vaca wide body. And in my opinion, this would be an unbelievable car. Now, we have gotten a couple of Pegasi vehicles lately, so I don't know how Rockstar would feel about adding another one, but the Vaca is a vehicle that hasn't gotten a lot of love shown its way. I mean, ever since it's been added into the game, there's nothing really that's been added or, enhanced about it. So this would just be so cool, and I love the wide body look on this. I mean, look how aggressive and menacing it makes this vehicle look. Now, typically, I don't think the Vaca is all that great of a vehicle. I like the look, but its performance-wise isn't that amazing. So it'd be cool if Rockstar gave it a little bit of a speed or performance bump as well, on top of being this menacing wide body look. So that's vehicle number one that we're going to be looking at today, but we've got two more, so let's not waste any more time and let's jump into those as well. Okay, up next, we've got the Elegy RH8 Mandem Wide Body Edition. And the Elegy is one of the best cars in Grand Theft Auto Online. Number one, because it's free, but also number two, because it's pretty quick. It's a real speedy car. So let's go ahead and drive this thing into the LSC. Let's customize it up a little bit, and we'll see just how menacing this epic sports car can look. So another great thing about this car is that literally every single customization option you could normally do for the Elegy will work perfectly here, whether it's bumper diffusers or hood options, which we're going to tack on a little bit. Obviously, upgrading the engine and the exhaust, you can change all of those. You can upgrade the grille. You could do the carbon hood if you wanted to. Like I said, there's a lot of different things you could do for this vehicle on top of some of the brand new customization as well, which involves the spoiler. So look at this spoiler right here. How nutso is that? It's probably the staple of this car, along with the wide body arches, as you guys can see right there. And man, does this thing look absolutely menacing. So I went with kind of this burnt orange color right here. And I mean, look at the finer details on this car. You get the color that shows up on the wing of the spoiler as well. But if we also look at the wheels, look at that. You can see our primary color orange shows up there as well, which is so neat. And this gives you a better look at how wide this vehicle is. Let's actually go ahead and take this thing outside of the LSC right now. And in my opinion, this is one of the best cars ever created. I mean, it does give it a little rougher, more aggressive look to the Elegy. And man, is this thing absolutely stunning. So it's the exact same vehicle, obviously exact same performance, just with that crazy spoiler option and the wide body arches right there. But man, is this an absolutely awesome looking vehicle. All three of these are amazing. I'm having a hard time picking out which one is going to be my favorite, but man, this one really does pack a punch. So far we've gone over supercar. Now we've gone over sports car in this wide body version of the Elegy. However, I've got one more vehicle to show you guys today, and I think I might have saved the best for last here. So let's go ahead and jump into it. And I think you guys are really, really going to like this last one. All right, and last but not least today, we've got the Vapid Crowd Runner, which is a wide body version of the Dominator. You guys can see Crowd Runner on the back right there. And this vehicle is beyond menacing. I really can't wait to show you guys some of the cool customization options on here. So let's go ahead and bring this into the LSC and let's get this thing customized. So immediately you'll notice that it has primarily most of the same customization here as the Dominator, and what's cool is that most of them work as well, but we've also got some new customization on the front bumper. You've got this massive front splitter right here that just looks so intense, and on the back as well, you have the option to remove that like carbon style diffuser. I think I'm actually going to keep this one on, but there is an option to remove that if you want. We've obviously got our engine mods, our exhaust mods. We can make titanium grill, and this is the best part right here. Look at this custom grill mod. You get the like kind of green lighting effect right there, the green accent color. That is so sick. I mean, how cool does that look right there? You could obviously do a carbon hood if you want. I don't think we're going to be doing that. For the roof, you could add a bunch of different options here. I think we're just going to go with this one right there. Skirts, you could add those too. Spoilers, you could do a high level one or a ducktail one. I think we're going to go ahead and go with the ducktail one here. And then all we have left is to really change up the colors. Now, one thing I did notice about the wheels, look at these custom wheels. They have a Los Santos Custom Shop logo in the center of them. I think that right there is pretty neat. All right, so here's our final design right here. I went with a red and black color for the Mustang. You can see some of the crazy modifications we've done, and those green lights are so sick. Now, if you wanted to do a green color as well, you could absolutely make this so menacing. But the wide body look here of the Dominator is very, very impressive. Now, there are a few little things about this. Obviously, you can see there the wheels are coming through the fenders and arches just a little bit, but I did expect this with a mod like that. But at the end of the day, this should give you a good idea of how these vehicles are going to operate and function. And you should be getting the idea here. Lots of crazy customization, lots of wide body options, something that would just scream tuners and outlaws. And if you combine this vehicle with the Comet Retro Custom, the one that was created, and also the Maibatsu Revolution, right there you got 5 pretty epic vehicles that would make for a pretty sweet DLC pack. And obviously, because we don't know what's next in Grand Theft Auto Online, this could actually be very, very impressive, and maybe this could spark Rockstar and say, hey, maybe we should do this next. But really, that's all the information I've got for you guys in this video today. All the vehicles that I'm going to be showing off as far as tuners and outlaws go. As always, the links will be in the description, so check them out for yourself if you want to add them to your game or just play around with them. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.